Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is on rules of exponents, or at least using them. Here are some problems that were on today's worksheet. I should say. So let's look at this problem here, and I want to approach this basically one straightforward way. Does everybody notice that there's a 3 power right there? Well, logically, everything inside that parentheses has a 3 power on it, right? So therefore, isn't the 3 right here going to have the 3 power on it? Isn't the q squared going to have a 3 power on it? So, knowing that, isn't 3 to the third, which is 3 times 3 times 3, 27. And here, I hope you agree, that we can just multiply that. Because power on power, we multiply the exponents. So that's q to the 6. Another way to think about it is, isn't q squared cubed, or q to the 2 with a 3 power, mean I have, look at the green to the right here, I have q2 times q2 times q2. And of course, we add when multiplying. Exponent or powers. And so therefore, that's why it's q to the 6. So let's check our answer real quick. And if we look right there, that's exactly what I got. 27q to the 6. I will put up this answer key later on. Okay? So let's go to the next problem. So now that we have that one done, let's look at problem 14. So what would I do first? Well, that negative 2 times basically a 1 there is going to be negative 2. That m3 times with that m3 there is going to be m6. That p3, oh, there's no other p's there, so it's still p3. That q3 times that q negative 3, wait a minute, isn't that q0? Because 3 and negative 3 is 0, right? And of course q0 is 1. In essence, there's no more q. So this is our answer, right? Negative 2 m6 p3. Let's check that real quick. So if we look right there, negative 2 m6 p to the third. Alright, we're on a roll right now. Got a couple more here, as you can see. So how would we approach this one? Well, that negative 3, does it not have that 4 power on it? Just like that p negative 2, it also has the 4 on it. That q2 also has the 4 power on it. And then finally, r negative 1. R negative 1 has a 4 power on it. So now it's just a matter of simplifying. Let's see here. Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Now that, of course, is negative 3 to the 4th power right there. And that's 9. That's 9. So 9 times 9 is 81. Positive 81. What about that right there? Well, isn't that just simply p to the negative 8? Again, I multiplied because it was power on power. That right there is q to the 8. And that right there is r to the negative 4. So if you need to, pause the video, guys. But here is our answer. So please pause the video before I proceed. Okay, so the one thing, though, I need to correct real quick is technically this is a good answer, but we do not like negative powers. Okay, guys? There's an unwritten rule that we always rewrite our expressions without negative powers. So long story short, hopefully you agree. I'll use green here. I'm going into the top right of the screen up here, guys. Does everybody agree I have a 81? I have a q to the 8. And the p to the 8. And the r to the 4. So let me circle it in black here. Okay. go in the denominator because we have to do a reciprocal on those negative powers, right? So please remember, negative powers means reciprocal. You flip it, as some people would like to say. So let's check our answer real quick. That was number 20, right? So number 20 right there. See how I got exactly the correct answer. 81 q to the 8 over p to the 8 r4. Okay, one more problem, guys, and we'll look at the answer key. So number 22, guys, I want to remind you that one of the things we should always do with these crazy expressions is get rid of the negative powers first whenever we can. So see that x negative 1? Couldn't we just put an x down there in the denominator, and that x number 1 is taken care of? What about the y negative 1? Well, let's put a y down in the denominator. So here's my denominator here, and the y negative 1 is no more. How about that z negative 3? Well, doesn't that mean I could put a z to the positive 3 by flipping it back up? And now I have no more z to the negative 3 power. So now notice I have a much nicer problem, guys. And just follow the red. Isn't z4 times with z3, z to the 7? Z to the 7. Okay. And isn't the bottom denominator, I have a 2, there's no other number, so my answer has a 2. I have that x times that x, so that's x squared. And I finally have y4 there times y, which is y5. So here's my answer. Notice no negative powers anymore. And let's just check it one final time. Pause the video if you need to first, though. Okay, so if I'm looking at 22, notice I do have z to the 7, 2x to the 2, y to the 5. Again, z to the 7 over 2x2, y to the 5. Z to the 7 divided by 2x squared, y to the 5. Okay, so guys, hopefully you got something out of this video. Here again is the answer key for all 24 problems from today's worksheet. So please pause the video if you need to. Okay, so anyways, guys, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in class. Again, please watch this video more than once if you need to. Pause, rewind, take notes. But your job is to learn exponents, guys. They will keep coming up over and over again as we finish this school year. Until next time, bye.